everybody, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. I have got an awesome program that I'm going to share with you, and I've got someone with me that's going to describe how to use Bibot Pro and online arbitrage. So if you're interested in analyzing a product you've already got picked out, will it sell good? How much stock does Amazon and other sellers have? And then what about you can't find the product? How do you even find the product? Well, there's another program called Online Arbitrage I'm going to talk about today that's going to help you find that perfect product so that you can have reoccurring sales and make your reseller business blow up. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, so this is Karen and she's going to introduce Bibot Pro to us, which is an awesome tool that I've been watching tons of videos on and getting some information from Karen about, and I think it's going to be great for you guys. So Karen, kind of go ahead and chat with us about how you got in contact with me and why you want to bring this to my viewers.
Okay, well, hi everybody, it's great to be here. Thanks so much for having me. Well, I knew about the channel because I watch Heather's channel and her videos are awesome, and I used to be an Amazon seller, and I was like, well, yeah, selling on Amazon's awesome and doing online arbitrage is awesome, but analysing deals takes way too much time. And my business partner and I were chatting about that and that situation. We were like, hey, let's do something about it. So that's kind of how Bibot Pro came to life, if you like. We were just like, let's change that. Let's do it differently. So when I saw your videos and your channel, I was like, yeah, this is a great match. So let's give Heather a call and see if we can work together. And here we are.
Awesome. Now, for my viewers, you clearly have an accent. Now, I do have worldwide viewers, and so for some of my viewers, you don't have an accent. You sound completely normal. But so you're based obviously in Europe somewhere. So give us some background on that.
Yeah, I'm based in the United Kingdom, near London, in a place called Essex. So I have an Essex accent. But yeah, not in England, near London. Not a long way from Buckingham Palace though. So I don't live anywhere near Buckingham Palace. But yeah, in Essex, which is a little county outside of London.
Okay, great. And so Bibot Pro obviously would be offered in Europe, and then obviously you're talking to me, so it's offered in the United States. Are there any other areas that it's currently being offered, or is that in the process?
That's in the process. So as you say, we're covering the UK and Europe at the moment, and the US, but we are working at adding extra countries as we go. So yeah, there'll be more in the future as well, for sure.
All right, perfect. So let's not delay this anymore. I really want to see how awesome this program is to help Amazon resellers and obviously other platforms as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we've got Karen with screen share, so go ahead and just take it away, Karen.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm really excited. So Bibot Pro, once you get it from the Chrome store and it opens up on an Amazon product page. So any Amazon product page will do. I'm using a UK one at the moment because, as you know, I live in England, and if I use a US one, everything will come up and tell me I'm not eligible to sell it. So for the moment, I'm going to use a UK one. I will use a US one in shortly, but here we go. So let me show you how it works. So as I say, Bibot Pro loads automatically. So you enter in your buy price. So let's say we could buy this product for $5 or £5. And as you can see, it automatically populates the sell price for you with the buy box price. So it's analyze the deal. So we're going to talk you through exactly what all these things are and what happens. And this is the customer panel, and I'm going to come back to that shortly.
Okay, before you get started, so when you load the regular, your Amazon.com or Amazon UK page, this little box in the side just pops up as Bibot Pro.
Yeah, it will just pop up and say Bibot Pro. The first time it will ask for your email and your license key, which people get when they join up.
Okay.
After that, it will just populate like this each time. Unless we send out a really big update, then it sometimes asks for your license key again. So you just need to keep it somewhere safe.
Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so if you're in the US, you can ignore this button because this is EFN, so European Fulfillment Network. If you're in the UK or in Europe, you'll know about that, and you just toggle that on for your extra fees. So this is merchant fulfilled. So, but I'm going to come back to this in a moment, and I'm going to talk you through a little bit more about actually what Bibot Pro does. So it's actually here to analyze a product for you, to analyze a deal. So you tell it how much you get a deal for, and it will analyze that deal and tell you whether it's a good deal and whether it's worth you buying it or not.
Okay, so for example, on this one, you say you bought this Lego City set for $5 or £5.
Yep, so I'm just saying I'm going to buy it for $5 or £5, and I've asked Bibot Pro to analyse it for me. So this is all the information that Bibot Pro has come back with. So if we hover over the ASIN, it gives us the category, the weight, the dimensions. It tells us whether Amazon sold it in the last 90 days, and it tells us whether Amazon's in the buy box. And you saw how quickly it analysed that deal as well. It literally takes seconds to analyse a deal. Now, Bibot Pro's got some really clever algorithms built into it, and one of them is a predictor for the BSR. So it will look at what's happened in the past. It's got a very clever algorithm, and it's going to predict what will happen to that BSR percent going forward as well.
Okay, so explain BSR for me, for those that don't understand the acronym.
Okay, that is best seller rank.
Okay.
So every product on Amazon has a ranking on how well it sells. And obviously 1% is the quickest selling product on Amazon. And if you've got, say, like a 20% or something, it would be one of the slowest selling on Amazon. So the higher you can get, or the lower you can get, depends which way you look at it. But 1% is the best, and then 99% would be the worst.
Okay.
So this tells you what the BSR percentage is now. So it's currently 1%, and Bibot Pro predicts it will stay at 1%. This is the BSR number, because each one's got a number, as well as obviously a percentage, whether it's in the top 1% or top 2%, but it's got a BSR number. So the best selling product in any category is number 1, and the worst selling is probably, I don't know, some of them probably millions of products. So this is number 68.
Well, that's an awesome rank.
yeah, it's a great one. So as long as you have Bibot Pro, as long as you have your Amazon Seller Central open on another tab, which I do up here, then Bibot Pro will tell you whether you're eligible to sell the deal. So, and if you can't sell the deal, you're not eligible, it asks you if you'd like it to auto ungate you, and you click a little button and it will go off to Amazon, do its stuff, and come back and tell you whether it was successful or not. So you can use it for ungating as well, which is awesome and so time saving.
That's really, really nice. So it'll also tell us, will it talk to us about hazmat, or am I kind of jumping the gun and getting ahead of myself?
Yeah, we'll get there in just a second. Before we do that, let me tell you about the PL detector, because obviously selling on Amazon, you don't want to run into private label products, because you're going to get intellectual property complaints and such like through Amazon, and you don't want to be getting those because they're just hassle. So Bibot Pro is programmed in with all the brands that cause issues, and as we hear about more, we keep it up to date all of the time. So it will tell you whether something is going to cause you an issue on your account or not. If it's in the UK, Lego's not a problem, so it tells me there's no known PL issues. If it's Bibot Pro's concerned about it and thinks you need to check it out more, it will come up with yellow. And if it comes up red, you know it's a brand we know causes trouble and you don't want to go there.
Yeah, I've gotten those intellectual property emails, and they scare the daylights out of me. Yeah,
they are scary. They are scary. And the best thing to do is obviously to try and avoid them. So Bibot Pro is built in with all the information that you need to be able to keep your account as safe as possible. So we do everything we can to help you stay safe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so here's your hazmat one. So here's your hazmat. So it'll tell you whether the product is hazmat or not. So it's telling me this is not a hazmat product. SPQ is suggested purchase quantity, and I will come back to you about that in a little while, because I'll talk a little bit more about that when we do the customer panel. So it's going to work out here for you your general maths here. So it's worked out your profit margin for you. It's worked out your break-even price for you. So that's the price that you could sell it at and not make and not gain, because your fees and your purchase price are the same as your sale price. So you'll just come out with a completely flat nothing. It gives you your costs, and you can hover over there and it will break down all your costs for you. It will give you your ROI, and it will give you your profit, of course.
Okay.
So this export one I'm going to come back to, because this is another super brilliant feature of Bibot Pro, because it copies all the data that you need into a Google Sheets for you. And it just moves it all in there, all for you. It's brilliant. But I'm going to talk to you about that when we do the customer panel as well, because the settings are in there.
Great.
So we come back down to here. So this is the Bibot Pro score. So Bibot Pro is really clever, and it can analyse a deal better than most OAs can. It looks at thousands and thousands of data points and looks at them and analyses it all in a few seconds. So Bibot Pro's looked at just about everything. It can even pick out things like seasonal products. If it's a seasonal product, it will tell you that. It will tell you whether it's an inflated deal. It will tell you if the sale price is unstable. You know, it's super, super clever, and it knows how to read charts and everything. It's very clever. It's super clever.
So
So
like
you can,
inflated deals such as like does that are you talking like after Christmas if there's numbers that are inflated, or are you talking about like somebody's just pricing things outrageously high?
well, it'll do both. It will do
Okay.
both. So
Okay.
if a product, if for instance, you know, like what are those things they sell at Christmas where you get the chocolate out every day for, maybe you don't have them over there, I'm sure you
Yeah.
do, but like the sets where you have a
Something
chocolate
that
every
like
day
a
for
yeah, like a
31 days.
seasonal item basically is going to be super
Yeah,
inflated. Like Christmas lights or Christmas decorations are going to be super
yeah, that sort
inflated
of
around
thing.
Christmas time.
Yeah. So it will warn you that that's, you know, if you buy those in February, you're probably not going to get very many sales. So it
Okay.
will tell
Okay.
you that, you know, you're going to get less sales than you would at a different time of year. So it looks at all of that sort of thing.
Well, and
So
that's really awesome because I have fallen victim buying things on sale after Christmas, going, "Oh, got an awesome sales rank," but then, like you said, in February, it doesn't have as good of a sales rank because it's no longer Christmas time.
yeah, yeah. So Bibot Pro will look at things like that as well.
Awesome.
So out of all those thousands of data points, it will then score the deal out of 100 for you. So it will say, well, I think this deal is, and he thinks this deal is good at 62%. And then if you hover over it, it will give you the top 3 reasons why it's giving it that deal, positive and negative. So it's saying the FBA seller count is more than 20, so it's not so happy with that.
Okay.
It's not so happy with the fact that Amazon's got the buy box and it's got average profit. So it will give you the 3 top reasons.
Okay. What is a good percentage for you? Would you say?
Well, I would look at anything over probably 40%, something like that.
Okay. All right.
40%, I would look at it, and then Bibot Pro will, if Bibot Pro is really super happy with it, it will suggest a purchase quantity for you. So anything over 68%, Bibot Pro will suggest how many you should buy as well. But as I say, I'm going to come back to that when we do the customer panel.
Okay.
But it will grade this, so it will go. You know, some deals will come up red, and it will say don't buy it, it's not a good deal. Some
Okay.
will come up yellow and say it's okay, but you need to check XYZ. So it will tell you what it is and why it's getting the deal, the score that it is. So if we continue down, then this is the estimated sales calculator, and this is really popular in the UK. So this gives you your monthly sales if you hover over it, and it will give you your previous 90-day sales as well. And because Bibot Pro's super clever and another algorithm that we've built in, it will predict what it says is going to happen over the next 90 days as well. And obviously that will look at seasonal stuff as well.
Okay.
So it will predict that for you. So if we carry on coming down, we've got the competition analysis. So this will take top 10 sellers here and give you their information. So it will give you their stock level, and Amazon appear in orange. Merchant fulfilled appear in grey, FBA Prime are in green, and seller fulfilled Prime are in blue.
Okay.
So you can see straight away who the sellers are, you can see their prices, you can see their review count, and you can see the percentage that is positive as well.
Now with the Amazon one, it says 999. Does it never go to 1,000? And it always gives that as the highest number, or is that legitimate? They have 999 items.
Well, Amazon are currently saying they've got 999 items. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that I don't think I've ever seen Amazon go over 1,000.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
that's
does,
just what Amazon always says.
Amazon play by Amazon rules anyway,
Right.
don't they?
It's their sandbox.
Right. So let's keep going down. So here you've got the totals for these top 10 sellers. So it will just add up the prime sellers and the MF sellers, and it'll add up the stock for you from these sellers as well. And then here it will give you the total number of sellers, prime sellers and MF sellers as well. So you've really got all the information you need there about the competition and what they're doing and what's going on.
Well, that's nice, because I know when you're using like the Amazon Seller app, you have to go to multiple different screens to find out all these details. And the one thing that the Amazon Seller app never gives you is how much each seller has in stock, and that's crucial to know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's brilliant information. So if we carry on down, you've got the sales rank here for Europe. So if you're in Europe, you'll want to know all of these bits and pieces because they can sell in Europe. And then you can hit any of these and go to the European page if you want to as well. So the VA toolbox, Bibot Pro is not only just analysing the deal for you, it's giving you the opportunity to work with VAs and monitor what they do when they're working for you if you want to, and also submit deals into a database that I'll show you shortly that you get access to.
All right.
So
can you explain VA toolbox to me? Like it's totally a foreign concept, or maybe I know what you're talking about, but it's called something different here.
Okay. So a VA toolbox is a virtual assistant toolbox. So it's for Amazon sellers that work with virtual assistants.
Okay.
So if you've got virtual assistants working with you, then they can have Bibot Pro as well, because it's licensed for 5 devices for everyone. So if you could have it on a laptop, you could have it on a desktop, and then you could give it to 3 VAs, for instance, and they could all work with your Bibot Pro. And what this is checking what the VAs are doing and monitoring what they're doing and looking at the deals that they're looking at. So let me show you up here. Let me go into, there it is. Okay, so this is the back end of what you see at the front of Bibot Pro here.
Okay.
So this is the bit that the VA uses, and this is the bit that the client or the owner of Bibot Pro uses to look at what the VAs are doing. And it gives you a lot of information. So for instance, I've done some things in here. These are old ones. All the deals that the VAs click on here. So if they start and then they submit a deal, when they find a deal that they think you want, it will go into your Google Sheets, but it will also go into here for you, and here are those deals. So you can have a look at what deals they're finding. It will tell you which of your VAs have found how many deals, how long they've been working for, who's done what. It will give you screenshots of what they've been doing, and you can have a look at where they've been sourcing and all of that sort of stuff. And it will give you all the deals as well. So if we come across here, this is the dashboard. This is the time logs. So you can see that Sally was working at that time until that time, and she didn't find any deals. And you've got 5 screenshots to have a look at what she was doing, for instance. So you can see all of these on different dates as we've gone through doing the testing. This is just a test account. These aren't real VAs. It's just a test account, just to show you what it does. And if you go into here, it will show you all the deals that the VAs have found for you. So it will tell you which VA found it, give you the title, give you the ASIN, buy price, sell price, Bibot Pro score, the date they found the deal, and then you can go to Amazon, or you can go to your Google Sheets from there as well. And if you come into here, it will show you the screenshots, so you can have a look at what the VAs are doing. Obviously, they're all probably most of them on one page, but you can have a look at what the VA's been doing. So if you wanted to monitor a VA and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, you can do that from here. You don't have to, you can switch it off as well, so it's entirely up to you. And here's where you manage those virtual assistants that can use your Bibot Pro. So you can add them in here, you can make them active or make them not active, and do what you want to do in here and check them all out. So you've got a lot of opportunity to work with VAs. This is almost like a totally separate piece of software. I mean, there's software for sale that does just this.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is just included within Bibot Pro. So it's amazing value. It's amazing value. And then also what you've got down here is you've got these deal criteria, which you can change from within here. So you can go into your Bibot Pro settings, and you can change the criteria that shows up. So every day, if you wanted the VAs to look for different sorts of deals, you could go in here and put your criteria for the day, and then they'll see exactly what it is you're looking for that day.
Okay.
So that's the VA toolbox. As I say, there's plenty of software out there that do literally just do that, without anything else that the Bibot Pro does. But let's carry on, because Bibot Pro still does 1,000 other things. So
awesome.
Let me carry on. Okay, so Bibot Pro gives you this chart as well. So you can see here that you've got a chart that shows everything that you need to see. Shows you the BSR, it shows you the FBA price, it shows you the Amazon price, it shows you the new price, it shows you everything you need to know in terms of looking at it. You can flip here to look at different charts depending on what you're looking at and what you want to view. So this is obviously a brilliant addition, very quick and easy to look at a chart and track the progress of a product. The dollar signs give you an idea of how well it's selling at that point. So the bigger the dollar sign, the more sales there is at that point. And obviously we've got a heat map here as well. So the heat map is sales based. So where it's really dark is where it's had the most sales, and then other products that you'll go to, there'll be not so much here because obviously this is a quite a good selling product, but there'll be other ones that are whiter in different areas because it will show where the sales aren't quite as, it's not quite as dramatic in terms of sales numbers.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a brilliant thing to quickly look at, and you can straight away see, it's fairly red, lots of good sales.
Yeah.
And you can, if you want to, overlay that over the top of the regular one as well, so you can see where it's red and where it's not as well. And all of these you can turn on and off depending on what you like to view and how you like to view things. So if we come down here, it will give you all the averages. So it will give you the average of the FBA price, average of the Amazon price over all the different periods, new price, and the BSR. So you can see easily what's going on in terms of averages as well. But once again, you can toggle them on and off so you can have a look and see exactly what you want to see. You can make it how you want it to be. And if we carry on down, then you've got all of this information is in a table as well. So you can choose whether you like to see it in table format or bar chart format. Because different people get data from different ways, don't they? We all consume data in a different way.
Yeah.
So you can choose which works for you. And then down here, you've got another awesome graph. It's really helpful. So it's looking at the stock levels versus the price.
Okay.
So you can see very quickly what's happening with stock levels, the different sellers. It's got the top 10 sellers here and what's happening with their stock. And you can see, obviously, we've got Amazon here with 999. And then we've got seller 5 with 78. So it's very quick to see that, once again, in a different format. So you've got the chart format as well.
Okay.
So Bibot Pro gives you a lot of information in terms of, everything you need to know to be able to look at. But there's nothing that we don't tell you that you need to know. So let's quickly come up here before I show you the customer panel, and let me just show you this one. So this is the Bibot Pro Island. Once again, you can toggle it on and off, but the toggle for that is in the customer panel. And it's a very quick look at exactly what's going on very quickly. So it just shows you, the profit, ROI, BSR percent, estimated sales, eligibility, hazmat and PL, the score, and you've got a little calculator here to work out your ROI versus your sale price if you want to particularly get a certain type of ROI or something like that. Okay. So it's super, just immediate. They're the key feature, the key bits you need when you're analysing a deal, really, just in one place. So let me then take you into the customer panel, and I'll talk you through some of the bits that we missed out from here, because I wanted to see the customer panel. Okay, so you've got the place here where you can put in your prep fee. So if you're using a prep center, for instance, and they charge you 50 cents, or I don't know what the going rate is in the US, 50 cents for a prep fee and 20 cents for a bundle fee maybe. So you can put 50 in there and you can put 20 in there. And then when you toggle the bundle on, Bibot Pro will add them together so that you've got your total, including your bundle fee. And if your bundle's toggled off like that, it will just include the prep fee. Okay. So it gives you that information. And when the MF is toggled on, it will take off the prep fee as well, because if you're merchant fulfilling it, you're not probably going to need to consider so much a prep fee, because obviously you're not paying a prep center. You've got extra fee here and extra percent. So if you want to add something extra here and you think, well, no, I do want to add an extra 20 cents for this, or $1 for that, whatever, you can add that in there and Bibot Pro will take that into account for you. Or if you want to include a percentage, you can do that here. So this is the Google Sheets that I was talking about. So let me show you how that works, because that's really good. So if we go back into our main deal and we come over here, so that we've analysed this deal. We've already done that. We've already analysed this deal. We can, if we want to, stick the store URL in there where we're purchasing the product from if you want to, and then Bibot Pro will export that for you as well. Okay. And we click copy to my buy sheet. Then it comes up, copy to your buy sheet. And if we go into here and look in our buy sheet, there is all the information from the deal. Now, I've just put it in a blank Google Sheets. Obviously, most people are going to have their buy sheet set up and their columns in a certain order, and they want everything to be as they want it to be, not as just blank like this.
Mm-hmm.
We've thought of that too. So you can go back into the customer panel and you can click customize here, and then you can change the columns in your Google Sheets of where your data exports to. So for instance, if you wanted we just do this one, we put that in column B and we change that to go into column A, and we click OK, and we save that, and we go back and we copy it to our buy sheet again. If we go into our buy sheet, you'll see now it's changed those two around.
Okay, so it lists the ASIN first instead of the title.
Yep, it will list whatever you want in whatever order you want.
Okay.
So you can literally go through this customize, and you can change this and make it, personal to you and how your buy sheet is set up. Because, people aren't going to want a blank buy sheet in reality.
Yeah, so if there's specific things on this that we don't want that information into our sheet, do we just basically take the column letter out and change it to something else?
Yeah, you just take it out and it won't transport it.
Okay.
So it's completely customizable. You can make it do exactly what you want it to do and make it look like you want it to look. And obviously, when you're analysing deals, being able to just copy all your stuff into a buy sheet is just, it's so fast and so quick, and it gives you all that information. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I love it. Okay, let me carry on because there's still more to show you. Right, okay, the stock capital. So if you had $1,000 to spend on your stock, for instance, or $10,000 or whatever you had, you could put your stock capital in there. And if you only like to buy a maximum of X number of products, if you only want to buy one of something or 10 of something, so you never like to buy more than 10 of any product, then you can put your maximum buy count in there. And then when the score is higher than 68%, because at the moment it's only 62, and Bibot Pro will only do it when it's sure of the deal. So let's analyse that. Okay, let's make it 50 cents. No, it's not going to do it. Okay, let's it's not going to. It's not going to let me do it. Okay, but what it does is, it's not going to let me make the score higher. I can't fudge it. I can't make the score. It's not letting me. It's like, no, I'm not having it. It's not right. But when the score goes over 68%, it will come and tell you how many you should buy.
Okay.
So it will help decide how many you should buy based on your stock your capital and your budget for your deals, and obviously your max buy count. And it will look at the deal and the quality of the deal and how it's rated it. And that's why it doesn't suggest anything less than 68%, because we think anything over 68%, Bibot Pro's confident enough to predict it for you. Okay. Anything less than 68% needs a human eye to just say yes or no, or whatever about how many you want to buy, just because you need to make sure that Bibot Pro can only do it when it makes sure 100% that it's happy with it.
Okay.
So it just needs a human eye over it at less than 68%. But it tells you exactly how many you want. And if you change that to 100, then it would go up to 100 for a really great deal. But if you keep it at 1, it will never show you more than 1. But it would never spend more than 10% of your budget on any one deal anyway.
Okay.
So we've got that caught in there as well. So you can add in your shipping cost. So for instance, if your box to Amazon costs X amount of dollars, then you can divide that and work out how much it is per pound, and then put how much it is per pound in there. And then when Bibot Pro's analysing your deal, it will look at the weight of the product and take an appropriate amount into account for your shipping costs. So it'll do that for you as well.
Awesome.
In here, you can toggle off whether you want to see the Bibot Pro island. So if you don't want that there, you can toggle that off. And if you don't want you need to refresh the page. But yeah, you can toggle that off. And the same as if you don't work with VAs, then you probably won't want the VA toolbox showing up all the time. So you can toggle that on and off, and you can toggle off the graphs if you don't want the graphs at the bottom. So it's all very much, you can make it all suit you individually and how you like to do it.
That's really nice, because then you don't have it's not this big conglomerate of stuff you don't need. You just basically pull up the graphs you want and the pieces you want. So it's nicely customizable.
Yeah, absolutely. We think that's important because different things are important to different people. Not everybody analyses a deal in the same way. Not the same information isn't always the same value to different people. We've all got our own metrics, haven't we? So
I have learned not all resellers are the same.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. So we like to make it so it's really customizable. Okay, so if you're in the UK, then you'll need to select your VAT registrations, your status. These have not been worked out by me. I'm very pleased to say this has all been done by a UK accountant, and it doesn't only take into account VAT on your Amazon fees, it takes into account all your input and output VAT as well. So it will give you different figures to a majority of other tools out there, because they don't take into account input and output VAT and all that stuff as well.
Okay.
So that will be why. If you're in the US, you just click not applicable, because you're a US seller and you don't have to worry about VAT. So you can just do that. So you can make that, completely customizable to your situation as well. So if we come down here, now this is where Bibot Pro gets really clever. Now this score here that it's given the deal is a generic worked out average analysis of an OA deal. But if you want something very specific and you have a different level of what you want out of your OA deals, then you can customize it all here. So you can tell Bibot Pro, I never want less than $15 profit, for instance, and then when you analyze a deal, if it's less than $15, it will send it red and say it doesn't meet your criteria. So you can make it completely customizable to what you want it to be. But if you're new to OA, and when you first start with Bibot Pro, you're better just to leave them at the edge, because this is a good score. I don't mean it's a good score. It is a good score, but I mean it's a well thought through score. But if you have specifics, you can include them here, and you can click here, and it will change it automatically for you. If you want to only look at high profit, or you want to look at kind of a bit of a mid range, or fast sellers, you can add in what you want here. So once again, it's completely customizable. But if you leave them all as they were, then this is a Joe average analysis of an OA deal. Profit Protector Pro is, we're not talking about today. It's currently in beta. So maybe I'll get invited back to talk to you about that another day. But we can't talk about that just yet. But it's going to be awesome. But another day. Okay. So, right, next thing. Right. So there's more to show you. There's still more. So
how can there still be more? My brain is like poof, right now. This is awesome.
Okay. Yeah. So if you are on a product with variations, then Bibot Pro will come up and say show variations, and it will load all the variations for you. So you can see all the different, the ASINs, the size, the color, the price, the sellers, and the reviews, and you can sort stuff to suit you how you want to sort it. You can search for stuff. You can just look at FBA or just look at FBM. So fulfilled by merchant. So you're completely in control of viewing all of the different variations of any products that you've got, and you can click on any of those and it will take you to that page as well. So it literally just it gives you the opportunity to look at everything. So whilst we can't say definitely that obviously the percentage review is really helpful, because it tends to suggest, is all I can say, that one's probably selling more because of the fact that it's got more reviews. It's not guaranteed, but logic tells you that it's possible. So it gives you all that information to have a look at as well. Now, just before we disappear, I didn't show you. Let me show you as well. Oh, I did do the bundle and the MF, didn't I? I did do those. I didn't forget them. So I had so much to show you. There's so much to Bibot Pro. It's an amazing tool. It gives you everything you need, and it's way better at analysing a deal than most human beings. Way better. And it does it in about 5 seconds. So it's awesome.
I'll take 5 seconds over the hours of work that I sometimes try to do on analyzing stuff myself, and then I just go crazy when I get to the end and go, okay, it's not a good buy.
Yeah, exactly. And straight away, Bibot Pro will just tell you that within seconds, and you'll be like, oh, move on. Oh, this one's green. I'll have a good look at this one. What's this one?
Right.
So it's something like when you've got something like Black Friday or something like that, and one of those sales that goes so fast, and you're desperately trying to get all your deals analysed. Bibot Pro comes to life, because if the sellers that have got Bibot Pro are whizzing through the deals, whizzing
Well,
through them.
and I've tried to do that too, looking at Black Friday deals and finding, can I get this, can I get this $20 item for $5 and resell it on Amazon? And you're right, by the time I get done researching, I've run out of times where I can't buy it, because it's already sold out, or I haven't made plans to buy it and things like that. So Bibot Pro is primarily if you've already got a product in mind, and making sure that if I want to, like if I have a wholesaler or an overseas dealer or whatever, I put it in here and I'm able to decide good buy, bad buy, and how many should I buy, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, to simplify it, I mean, it does way more than that, but like just on the basic level of if you're just starting out as a reseller, that's kind of what you want. Like if you find a good wholesaler and you find an item, then you can put it in here and know exactly where it stands. Is there a lot of stock? Is there, just so much information.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I think it's, obviously I'm very slightly biased.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I'm seeing the benefits just right now. I would consider myself kind of a mid-range reseller where I resell, but I'm not like the expert like some of them, but I'm not a beginner like some of them, and I definitely see that this is beneficial whether you're a beginner or an expert. It can definitely cover the gamut. You can use all the bells and whistles if you're an expert, but if you're a beginner, you can just simply use okay, I found this one item. I know I can buy keep getting it from this wholesaler so I can buy hundreds and hundreds and thousands as it goes on. Is it worth it to even start to buy this item? So you can kind of go from there since you, are just starting in the reseller world. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Bibot Pro has got a full-time development team working on with it. So the changes and the updates and the new things come thick and fast because, we've got a full-time development team to keep busy. So we are always updating it, always changing it as well. And obviously Bibot Pro analyzes the deals for you. As you say, it doesn't source the deals for you, right. It analyzes the deals for you, which is awesome. And we can quickly show you online arbitrage deals, which gives you the opportunity, which sources the deals. And it's also integrated with Bibot Pro, which makes it really handy when you're looking at deals. So that makes it really good. So let me quickly share that with you. Okay, so this is online arbitrage deals. Let me come down here and reset it because it's been going off on its own while I've been chatting. So you can change the up here. You can change the currency. It will keep sending me back to pounds because I'm in the UK.
Okay.
So I'm not going to fight it and put it onto dollars because it will just keep saying no, you can't have that because you're in the UK. So I'll leave it on pounds. But this is online arbitrage deals, and this is a sourcing service. So we've bridged the gap basically between sourcing lists and sourcing software. So this is powered like software, but actually has people sourcing the deals. So we have a big team of virtual assistants based all over the world who look for online arbitrage deals for people in the UK and the US, and they put them into our software. We have deal checkers that check them. Obviously, you still need to do your own due diligence because, we employ humans and humans make mistakes occasionally. So you need to do your own due diligence as well. But they source the deals and then we check the deals and they get put in here. And then every client has their own portal. You have to share the deals, of course, but you don't ever share the deals with the same people because the deals are distributed by the software.
Okay. So this is part of Bibot Pro?
No, this is a separate service.
Okay.
So this is completely separate.
Okay.
But it has Bibot Pro with it. So
gotcha.
it has Bibot Pro in it and it helps power it.
Okay.
So this online arbitrage deals sources the deals and Bibot Pro analyzes the deals.
Okay.
So they're completely separate products, but where a client has both, they work together.
Okay, great.
So I love the fact that we've done the both of them. So we've covered both aspects for the client as well.
Well, and that was gonna be my next thing. I mean, we've been talking about like when you find a good item, you can use Bibot Pro to find out, how much you should buy and all that stuff. But I think half the battle sometimes is finding the item, and so it's nice that this is being offered, and so we can actually find the item and then use it with Bibot Pro as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we were trying to almost make it so it's nearly completely outsourced because Bibot Pro analysing the deal and online arbitrage deals, finding the deals, it kind of takes you down the totally outsourced route because, you as a human, okay, yeah, you have to glance over things, but you don't have to spend very much time doing it because, these products are doing all the heavy lifting for you.
Right.
Which is super exciting. And you can toggle off here and you can toggle on and off the flashing lights, and it makes a sound as well when the deal drops. So if you're somewhere where you're at work or something and checking your deals when you shouldn't be, you can toggle off the sound and such like so you don't get caught out.
Well, I mean, if you're at work checking deals, it's because you're an online reseller and you do this full time, so you can do it at work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. That's definitely what it is. And obviously you've got the ability here to filter the deals because it will hold the seven days worth of deals for you, so it will always look after your last 7 days, so you don't have to check it immediately. It will hold them there for you, and then it gives you obviously all the information about the deal that you need. Even if you don't have Bibot Pro, it still gives you these 2 graphs, but this blue part and is not included if you don't have Bibot Pro.
Okay.
So it's working out your profit margins and your break evens and your VAT, because obviously all that information is coming from Bibot Pro.
Okay.
And the sales and the competition analysis, Bibot Pro is powering all of that information.
Okay. My favorite part of this right now is seeing the stock levels and how much stock the other sellers have, because that's one thing that I never know with the tools that I currently have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's brilliant. It's key information. And you heard as well the little ding dong and a new sales dropping in, and then it will come up with a bar and it will tell you how long before your next one's coming shortly. Obviously, it doesn't. They don't literally drop quite this quickly in real life because there's different plans that you can have, and a different plan dictates how quickly the deals drop for you. Okay. Obviously, the bigger plan that you have, the more deals you get. There's no difference in the quality of the deals. It's just the quantity of deals that changes.
Okay.
And this is available, as I say, for the UK and the US as well.
So this particular item, it's showing that the top seller has 74 in stock, the second seller has 61, and the third seller has 2.
Yes.
I'm reading that right? And I would not get that information if I didn't have Bibot Pro. If I just had online arbitrage deals, I would get basically the first 2 columns.
No, you wouldn't get that. Yeah,
But then
you cracked up slightly then, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I crack up a lot, so so if you just have online arbitrage deals, you get the polygrip column and then you get the graph column, but you wouldn't get the column with the blue here.
That's right. You wouldn't get this bit. This is the bit that Bibot Pro powers.
Okay.
You get up to here, you get these bits in grey, and this one would just say enable Bibot Pro.
Okay.
Because you don't have Bibot Pro, but it's still giving you more information than a list would do as well, because obviously it will still have the graphs in here, so you'll still get your graphs. So you still get a lot of information, even just from online arbitrage deals, definitely.
Okay, so can you explain kind of this first column right underneath the polygrip? Like, what are all the details that it's telling me right here on this online arbitrage?
Yeah, it's giving you the name of the product. Obviously, it gives you a picture so you can find it really quickly, especially when you're like searching through them all.
Okay.
It gives you the link to the store where you can buy the product for that price, and it gives you the link to the Amazon page where you can sell it, and it tells you what we suggest you sell it for. It will work out your profit, your return on investment, and it will give you the Bsf percentage.
Okay.
It will give you the ACE in the category. Oh,
it sends a new one. Yep. Okay.
Another new one. It'll give you the ACE in the category, the weight and the dimensions.
Okay.
So you get your 90-day sales graph and your 90-day FBA price graph, irrespective of whether you've got Bibot Pro. And then it will give you here the BSR number, the percent, the FBA sellers and the MF sellers. And here it's got your cashback site to remind you to go through your cashback site so you don't leave money on the table.
Okay.
And the key data will give you the sale price, the source price, the Amazon fees, your profit, and your ROI.
So basically, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, so then if you have Bibot Pro, it will then work out your additional costs like your prep fees and all of that, your VAT if that's relevant, your profit margin, your break even, and it will give you all this information as well.
So you're telling me that this basically finds items for me, and I can click the little blue store button, go somewhere to buy it, and then you even show me a little box that gives me coupons to get it cheaper with the Ebates and the top cashback and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, we do.
Oh my god!
Absolutely,
So
we've
you
got.
have like you have a virtual couponer and you have a virtual secret shopper for me. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a great service. It's one that I'm very proud of, and it's one we really enjoy doing because we've got a great team of virtual assistants who work really, really hard sourcing the deals. Because we just found that when we were using software, that you've got a lot of mismatches and you've got a lot of scans to set, and going through the scans all takes so much time. And we were just like, oh, how can we make that a bit easier and bridge that gap? Because we didn't like quite how we got sourcing lists, because you tend to just get them on the Google Sheets or by email or something. We were like, let's try and see if we can bridge the gap between the two and do something in the middle.
Well,
and this is the result of it.
And that's the big thing too. If you're gonna, I mean, reselling and thrifting and sourcing, like liquidation and stuff like that, and getting those one-time really good sales where you get a liquidation pallet and you get those really good health and beauty products that you can sell for $30 a piece. Well, but it was at a liquidation show. You only have 30 of them and you don't get them anymore. I mean, really, the money maker for you as an online reseller is finding that reoccurring item that you can buy at a low price and finding it for a good deal, and reselling it over and over and over again. And so that's really amazing that you can, because that's the sustainability of being a reseller for sure, is finding those things that you can sell over and over and over again and keep sourcing over and over again.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. I love Bibot Pro. I'm very passionate about it. And another deal coming in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I've been messing around here with the buy price as well.
Okay.
And obviously Bibot Pro is not liking this now because it's only got £1.40 or $1.40 profit, and it's not happy now. It's only got 20% ROI, and it's saying, no, we don't like that deal. Go away. You can't buy it.
So obviously if you bought this for a higher price, it's not a good deal. But I just did a video today where one of the main things I say as a reseller is buy low, sell high. So if you can buy this for 50 cents or $1 or even $5, it's, that's where your money is. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. But as I say, Bibot Pro's got so much in it, and the VA toolbox, literally, this is a separate product. There's products that you can buy that do just this.
Wow.
But it's built into Bibot Pro.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So have someone do all that hard footwork for you.
Yeah, definitely. And work with VAs and finish off the outsourcing, get it 100% outsourced, which is obviously, if you're doing online arbitrage, a great thing to do.
So let me ask just a few questions. So is Bibot Pro for beginners or advanced sellers? I think we kind of addressed that a little bit, but what would be your thought process on that?
To be fair, it's for both. I think it's 100% essential for new sellers, because they lose so much money on making mistakes on bad buys, which obviously Bibot Pro won't let them do. Because Bibot Pro will say, no, don't do that. It's like having someone looking over your shoulder the whole time going, yeah, that's a good decision. That's a bad decision. Don't make that decision. Make the other decision.
Yeah, it gives you a big red box that screams no at you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, don't be doing that. We don't like that.
Okay.
No, don't be doing that.
Is Bibot Pro simply for the Amazon marketplace, or does it cover like eBay and other platforms?
At the moment, it is just for Amazon.
Okay.
Who knows where we're going in the future, but for now, it's just for Amazon.
Well, Amazon is such a big monster. I'm not sure. That's my biggest revenue stream when I resell, and so I think for most people, it is, if they are an Amazon seller, that's their biggest revenue stream.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think advanced sellers love it because it's so quick and it makes analysis so quick. Obviously, an advanced seller can analyze a deal quicker than a beginner anyway. But we've got a lot of really big sellers with Bibot Pro, and they just say, yeah, but it just makes it so much easier because I don't have to look for myself. It's just there. It's done. It's there. And all the information, if I do want to look for myself, is you've got all the information as well. So, they win as well. And when those sales come and you need to get in quick,
I know it's, for me as a reseller, time is money, and that's something that I do not have. Something that is expendable as time. I spend a lot of time moving the product, and so research sometimes falls by the wayside, which then gets me in trouble because if I don't have the products, because I haven't done the research, I don't have anything to resell, and it's just kind of this downward spiral because you run out of time. And so this seems like such a huge time saver for me in making decisions and knowing for sure that it's going to be a good sell and a good buy, and knowing how many to buy and all that stuff. It's just going to be such a big time saver, and it'll just launch my business much more for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What if I have questions about Bibot Pro? Like, I get Bibot Pro, I'm super excited, I've watched this video, I'm doing all the things, and then like I'm stuck. I don't know where to go for my help.
Okay, so once, obviously you need to use, if you're going to get Bibot Pro, you need to use the link that you've put in the comments below. So we need to absolutely use that link. And then you'll purchase Bibot Pro from the Chrome store.
Okay.
And you will then get taken to a page once you've purchased it that sets out step by step what you need to do and gives you your license key as well.
Okay.
So all you need, and it's literally so simple. What you do is you copy your license key onto your clipboard. You go, once you've purchased it from the Chrome store, you open an Amazon product page. Bibot Pro opens and asks for your email and your license key. You enter them, you say validate license, and you're off.
Okay, so basically, if I want to buy Bibot Pro, is this a subscription based then?
It is a monthly subscription based service, yes.
Okay, and then do you have the prices for that right now, or does it change?
No, it doesn't change. The price in the US is $34.95 a month.
Okay.
And the price in the UK is $24.95 a month.
Okay, perfect.
Pounds and dollars.
Awesome. And so I'm going to have links down in the description below in order to purchase both Bibot Pro and the online arbitrage deals. So I'll have links for both of those. And so if you follow those links, you'll definitely get right to exactly this product that we've been displaying. And so let me see. Can I influence the new features for Bibot Pro? Like if I feel like I'm using it and, oh man, I really wish it had this, thing. Is there a way to see if I can get that added to the program?
Absolutely. We've got a Trello board, which is open. So you just email us at info@bibotpro.com.
Okay.
Tell us what the feature is that you fancy. We'll add it on the Trello board and you can vote for it. And if it gets enough votes, we'll put it in.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Bibot Pro is basically a program that analyzes anything you've already got picked out. But if you want to find something to pick out and find good deals to pick out, you also have the option of the online arbitrage that will pick out the deal for you. Like now we have a bike and there's another deal that's eminently dropping and I'm so excited. Like I could just watch this all day. And so it basically analyzes it and then it uses Bibot Pro together. What are your online arbitrage? Is that a subscription base as well?
That is subscription based.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some discount codes that you can give just for your people
Awesome.
To get a discount on online arbitrage deals.
Yay,
So
hooked on Pickin discounts.
Yeah, we'll set those up and we'll get those to you and you can include that in the comments down below.
Okay.
And the people that watch this video can get a discount.
All right, and now the online arbitrage deals, is that like a tier-based where depending on what subscription you sign up for, that's how many deals you get in a specific time frame? Or how does the subscription work for that?
Yeah, it's exactly that. The deals run from Monday afternoon through to Saturday lunchtime, 24 hours a day. So the first 24-hour period, if you like, is from Monday lunchtime to Tuesday lunchtime. And then, so your subscription is based on how many deals you want for each 24-hour period.
Okay.
So, the bigger the subscription, the more deals you'll get during that 24-hour period. But all subscriptions run 24 hours a day with, and just drop live 24 hours a day. And all subscriptions, I have the same quality of deals. The only difference is how many deals you want to drop.
In that time frame. Okay.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
so I would pick like a window, like let's say I'm going to be basically online arbitraging on Tuesdays. So I for sure want my deals to drop on Tuesdays and not on Friday when I do most of my listing. Is that kind of how it's set up?
Yeah, we can't quite do it like that because
Okay.
it just comes through as we find deals. The software then distributes them.
Okay.
So yeah, we can't quite do it like that, but they just come through whenever we've got a deal for you.
Okay.
And we always make sure, obviously, we meet our minimums, and we usually try and get to our maximums of how many we offer. So the deals, as the VAs find them, they'll drop in for you. So, and they'll just wait for you. So if you want to do all your sourcing on a Tuesday or Friday, you can just leave your deals in the portal, and they'll sit there and they'll wait for you.
That's right,
And
because you told me they hold it for 7 days.
yeah, absolutely. They'll sit
Okay.
here for 7 days. And something else that we do in online arbitrage deals that I don't know another service that does. If you get a deal that drops, and by the time you look at it, as long as you're looking at it on the same day, it's out of stock. If you tell us, you can come here and you can report it, and you can report it and tell us that there's a problem or it's out of stock. And as long as we've still got deals to share, we'll send you another one.
Oh,
So,
that's cool. All right.
yeah, we do our best in terms of customer service to make sure that you're happy with the deals that you get as well.
So you're going to get your money's worth.
Absolutely. Our customer service means everything to us. So absolutely, we wouldn't ever want anyone to be unhappy, which is why we've introduced that feature so that, we can make sure that everyone gets great value for money.
Awesome. So is there anything else you want to share about Bibot Pro or online arbitrage? I mean, you pretty much have like blown my mind in how much easier life is going to be for me sourcing new products, and making it so much faster. And I hope this is also something that my viewers are getting excited about. Is there anything else that you feel like you want to include that maybe I didn't know to ask this question, but you feel like my viewers should know?
Well, I just think it's, OA can be something that can make you huge amounts of money, but it can also be a business model that can lose you quite a lot of money, because if you don't get good at analysing deals, you're definitely going to lose some money, a serious amount of money. And we believe Bibot Pro actually saves you more money than it costs you, because we think that, even for an experienced seller, they make mistakes too. They sometimes get a bit, I'm in a hurry today, I'll just get it, it's fine, and they make mistakes and they lose money on deals sometimes. It happens to all sellers.
Yeah.
So we actually, in Bibot Pro, actually ends up saving you money, because it will stop you making those buy-bows, because it will give you a big red box that says, don't do it.
Well, I just think, you said it was $34 in the US to buy, and I just think how much time I will save just researching and analyzing a specific item. I will make $34 times 10,000 just because of the time saver for me. And so I'm super excited about this as a possibility in my business, and I want to use it right now.
Yeah, no, I love it.
So awesome. Well, thank you so much for demonstrating it. I'm so glad that you were here to demonstrate it, because obviously it's your passion and you know more about it than I do. But I know that if my viewers are interested, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below for both the online arbitrage deals and the Bibot Pro. It will revolutionize your reseller business, I know already. And so thank you so much to Karen for demonstrating this for us, and jump on over to her pages, buy this product, and I think you're just gonna love it.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure being here. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Now that you've seen Bibot Pro, you can purchase the monthly subscription in the link below. If you want online arbitrage deals, you can click the link in the description below, and there are also some discount codes for my viewers only also in the description below. These are amazing tools you can use to explode your online business and help you find the best deals. Hope you love this demonstration, and remember, in the end, Jesus wins. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you'd like to watch more of my videos, just click on them here. And if you'd like to learn more about the reseller world, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks.